Good, happy Friday afternoon, everyone. I'm Riley King. Welcome to this Friday afternoon edition of Coronavirus Disease COVID 19 What You Need to Know. Let's begin this Friday afternoon edition. First up, live happening right now, White House holding a press briefing and giving updates on COVID 19 information. Also happening right now, Governor Chris Sununu to announce new funding initiatives for different sectors across New Hampshire. Funding is part of CARES Act, News 9 has learned. Governor Chris Sununu is making a significant Friday announcement on funding and initiatives for different sectors across the state, and that is currently happening right now. If you want to watch that, you can go to WMUR News 9 or WMUR.com to see Governor Chris Sununu talk about that. Now let's take a look at your COVID-19 in New Hampshire, what you need to know information. And here is a look at that COVID-19, what you need to know information. There are 3,382 number of people in New Hampshire have tested positive for COVID-19. 1,388,000 number of people in the United States who have tested positive. 151 number of deaths from COVID-19 in New Hampshire. 330 number of people who have been hospitalized with COVID-19 in New Hampshire. And 83,715 number of deaths from COVID-19 in the United States. This map of New Hampshire shows you where current cases of COVID-19 are. Manchester, 490. And this map here shows you total cases of COVID-19 in New Hampshire. Manchester, 771. Now let's take a look at this chart right here. New cases each day in New Hampshire in the purple. Daily new positive COVID-19 cases in the orange. New hospitalizations, and in the red, the deaths. This chart here, current cases in the purple, current COVID-19 cases, and in the orange, current hospitalizations. In this chart here, total positive COVID-19 cases in the purple, total hospitalizations in the orange, in the red, deaths, and in the blue, recovered. This chart here shows you by age group. This chart here shows you by female and male. This chart here shows you risk information. And then this chart here shows you race/ethnicity of cases. This chart here shows you percent of New Hampshire population. Your common symptoms: fever, lack of smell, cough, chills, and difficult breathing. How it spreads, and prevention tips. And that is a look at the COVID-19 in New Hampshire. Now let's take a look at the COVID-19 in Massachusetts. Number of cases in Massachusetts, 82,182 total cases in Massachusetts, and the deaths, 5,482. Now let's take a look at the information in Maine. Maine coronavirus cases. Total confirmed cases, 1,603. Deaths, 69. Patients recovered, 993. Active cases, 541. Currently hospitalized, 35. Patients in ICU, 16, and patients on ventilators, 8. Now let's take a look at the information in New York City. Coronavirus updates. New York's curve down, rest of the nation going up. Governor Andrew Cuomo announced a 4-state agreement to open beaches. New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and Delaware will open their beaches for Memorial Day weekend. Each state will make their own specific regulations. He also announced that hospitalizations and ICU patients were both down, but the number of new cases did increase a bit. The number of deaths went down to a still painful 132. Our curve is down, and the curve in the rest of the nation is up, Governor Cuomo said. New York City Mayor announced COVID-19 heatwave plan. Mayor Bill de Blasio said that the state would be limiting access to Sheep Meadow in Central Park, Hudson River Park Piers 45 and 46 this weekend. He said it's to help preserve the progress the city has made in the fight against the coronavirus. Now that the temperatures are warming up, the mayor unveiled the city's COVID-19 heat wave plan. Part of the plan involves city buying 74,000 air conditioners for residents. There are 110 cases of pediatric multi-system inflammatory syndrome in NYC. 54% of the cases tested positive for COVID-19 or antibodies. Of the three indicators, hospitalizations were up, ICU patients were down, and the percentage of positive cases was also up. Not the day we're looking for, Mayor de Blasio said. Governor Andrew Cuomo extends stay-at-home order as parts of NY open. For those in New York City area looking to get out this weekend, you now have the option of going to tennis clubs that can reopen. But that is about all you can do. Thursday night, Governor Cuomo extended the pause stay-at-home order through May 28th. For many parts of the state, for Albany through Hudson Valley to New York City and Long Island, an earlier version of this story had the incorrect date. The state's disaster emergency declaration was extended until June 13th. 5 other regions begin its phased reopening at 12 a.m. Friday when the New York pause order expired. Those regions have achieved the governor's 7 metrics to begin phase 1. And now let's take a look at the COVID-19 information in the DC area. As of Friday, there were 72,591 cases of COVID-19 and 3,199 deaths have confirmed in our region. DC, 6,871 cases, 368 deaths. Maryland, 36,986 cases and 1,792 deaths. Virginia, 27,293 cases and 977 deaths. In West Virginia, 1,441 cases and 62 deaths. Now let's take a look at the coronavirus in North Carolina. North Carolina reports highest single-day number of COVID-19 completed test results, 622 new cases. As of 1:30 p.m., update, Sampson County health officials reported 13 new COVID-19 cases in the county, bringing the county total to 224 positive cases. In the county, 689 COVID-19 tests have been performed. 371 of those results were negative and 94 are pending. Over in Florida, over 43,200 cases of COVID-19 in Florida. Death toll climbs to 1,875. Coronavirus, Los Angeles update. LA County confirmed 51 additional deaths, 925 new cases. Let's take a look at each county. Los Angeles County, 35,329 confirmed cases, 1,709 deaths. Orange County, 3,968 cases and 80 deaths. Riverside County, 5,440 confirmed cases and 235 deaths. Santa Barbara County, 3,198 deaths and 198 cases. And then 139 deaths. Ventura County, 748 cases and 25 deaths. And San Diego County, 5,278 cases and 194 deaths. And now let's take a look at the coronavirus updates for the rest of the world. NY beaches to open with restrictions.
This is the toll on American families.
Masks will be required when social distancing isn't possible. Today's biggest developments. TSA screens most passengers since March 25th. New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Delaware agreed to open state beaches. April retail sales plummet 16.4%. NYC releases age race breakdown of cases of pediatric multi-system inflammatory syndrome. And thank you for joining us for this Friday afternoon edition of Coronavirus Disease, What You Need to Know. Have a great rest of your Friday afternoon. I'll see you back here on Monday for another edition. And have a great weekend ahead of you, everyone. Goodbye, and thank you for watching.